Hey yo, welcome into the CHGO White Sox pregame show presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome into Studio B, our return home into the CHGO studios. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. You can follow the show on Twitter at CHGO_White Sox. And alongside me, as always, is Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwall23. He is the CHGO White Sox community leader, and we already got some comments flowing in. The logic is Vaughn is made as a second leadoff man, and he wants the 4 best hitters grouped together, but he's stuck because he can't move Abreu down due to tenure. We have a lot of people that are already talking about the lineup. Herb already knows what you're talking about, and we don't even know what Stupid Donkey's talking about, but we love Stupid Donkey.
That's Jordan Miller, by the way. That's our guy.
I know it's Jordan.
Yeah.
But Jordan's talking about what we're talking about here today, and what it seems like every White Sox fan is talking about today, the fact that Andrew Vaughn is batting 9th in the lineup. And let's go out to our guy Vinny, who is in Kansas City today. We have a tweet from him. It's a graphic, Steven, that I made. I don't know. We got a lot of graphics today, but TLR commented on Andrew Vaughn batting 9th, and he said, the second leadoff man is a reality. He hits right in front of your best hitters. If you got guys hitting 250, 270, and 300, a lot of managers, including myself, but the 300th guy, 9th. He isn't the 9th best hitter on our team. And Herb, you want me to explain this to you.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt with his dumbass second leadoff hitter garbage. Wouldn't the second leadoff be the 4th or 5th guy, not the 9th guy? Jesus H. Christ, stop having him do lineups. And as all the nerds know, lineup construction at the end of the year, mostly negligible. But the manager's main job is to put the team in the best place to win the game. Putting one of your best hitters, if not your best hitter, with the least amount of at-bats in your whole lineup is asinine. And I damn near demand to hear from Rick Hahn. Somehow, I need intermediaries. I need him to get the word out that he's not happy with this because he fired Ricky Renteria for less. We need to be more analytical. We need to be this, that, and the other. And I know he has no say in Tony being hired, and Tony has more power than him. But you know what you can do? You can make words come out of your mouth that will allow people to know that you're not happy about this. Well, I saw it when you had to introduce Tony La Russa on that October day. I saw it when you came back from the road trip and you said, hey, I wouldn't, pitch to Byron Buxton. We've had conversations. I need you to talk to Tony. And if he's not listening, somebody has to listen. We are ready for it. You have a bunch of media people there. Get the word out. Sources say this. You use Bob Nightingale all the time for garbage. Use it for this, because this is dumb. You should never have Lurie Garcia hitting 3rd or 2nd ever. And Andrew Vaughn, your guy, the guy that you won't trade, is batting 9th in a major league game. He wouldn't bat 9th in any other rest of the teams. Any of them. I don't even care if they're great hitting teams. He wouldn't even come close to hitting 9th. And this is so upsetting because this man is actively messing our team up in our goddamn window of contention. I'm just pissed.
Yeah, well, I'm pissed and I'm confused, to be honest with you. I understand your point that, it really didn't feel like this was the front office's choice to be the manager. It really felt like the owner's choice for this to be the manager. And I understand the frustration from people. I'm not going to get too upset over the lineup. Vinny doesn't do it either. I'm going to try to be like Vinny and not get too upset about it because you're right. At the end of the day, it is fairly negligible. Over 162 games. Guys will get their at-bats. But I'm confused because from the horse's mouth, Tony La Russa being that horse, on April 29th, he said Andrew Vaughn has earned the number 2 spot in the lineup. It is May 16th. What has happened? He just batted 2nd yesterday. It makes no sense to move him down to 9. And I think the White Sox, I saw this stat somewhere, I don't know where, but it does, the White Sox are the only team to have a different lineup for all these games. They throw out a new lineup every time. I think the lineup differentiate, like the same lineup, using it day after day. The White Sox have not done that. The White Sox have not used the same lineup twice this year. That's an issue, I feel like.
And I guarantee you, if Andrew Vaughn does anything in the 9 spot today, everybody will be like, oh, see, you guys going to get mad about dumb stuff? And he'll run this dumb stuff right back tomorrow. Do not do it. Learn your mistake. And there's 4 and 5, and we haven't seen the lineup yet, and I don't know if we're going to get to it, but the 4 and 5 hitters suck right now. And that's Jose Abreu, and that's Yasmani Grandal. Break them up. Yeah. Put Andrew Vaughn up there. He is leading your team in both home runs, tied with 4 with a couple other guys, leading with 12 RBIs with Jose Abreu, and the best slugging percentage on the team in less games than all these guys. Can we have some sanity? Can it rain down? Please, Jesus. Can we have some sanity at the manager spot where you're putting the team in the best chance to win? We obviously see that this team needs all the runs that they can get. And by putting one of your best hitters 9, you're giving yourself less of a chance to win games, because if no one's on, solo home runs are great. But, I would like those home runs to be 2 or 3 run home runs, maybe even a grand slam once in a while.
Well, and I always jump in with the bullpen stuff, talking about how it's, socio-political bullshit, how it's just, guys have their role, and that's their defined role, and that's when they're used, and they have to be used that way or they're going to break. And Jordan's right when he says he can't move Abreu down because of tenure. It's that same, BS. It's that same idea that he is this important player and needs to bat fourth. We talked about Tim Anderson not batting leadoff. If he's not going to perform, he shouldn't be the leadoff hitter. But the thing is he's performing. He performs every single day in that spot. He doesn't perform every single day at shortstop, but hey, it's fine. He does enough with the bat for me not to care about that. Andrew Vaughn has shown up every single day and has produced for the Chicago White Sox, and it makes no sense for him to be below the 6th spot in the lineup. It makes no sense for him to be below Leary Garcia. It makes no sense for Adam Engel to be above him. I understand Engel hit a home run yesterday. I understand Leary Garcia does very well against Keller, is actually the best hitter on the Sox against Keller career-wise. I understand Gavin Sheets had 3 home runs this week. I don't care. Andrew Vaughn, you even said it on April 29th, earned to be the 2nd hitter in the lineup. I don't understand why he's not there. What has he done to be moved down in that lineup? It makes no sense to me, Herb, and it's truly confusing and baffling, and I understand why you see Steve in the comments saying Sheets batting 6th, and Schles Poppy saying baseball is a game of habit, and TLA isn't giving guys a chance to settle in. Steve agrees with you that it's insane. It is truly insane to me.
And versus Brad Keller, who's a right-handed thrower, you have 3 straight lefties. I mean, switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal batting 5th. 6th is Gavin Sheets. And then you have, of course, Leary Garcia batting 7th. So how about just breaking that up a little bit more? How about when I know the 2 of them are switch hitters, so it will be broken up if they do bring in a left-handed pitcher. But Andrew Vaughn has earned to be hitting nowhere past 7 when this lineup is full, when they have everybody back. And they don't have everybody back, and he's at 9th. It just doesn't make sense. It's so bad. There's a reason why you're asked these questions before the game, because even the media knows that you effed up. They can't tell you that. They got to be objective, so they're asking you these questions nicely so you can explain it. And what your answer was, it was terrible. White Sox might go out and win this game, but we're all about process over results. The process of putting Andrew Vaughn at 9 hitter is a dumb, wrong process. The results might be good. Tony's a guy who's more results over process. That's why he's got the 2 things over there with his DUIs and such, because he thinks making it home is the thing. No, don't drink, Tony. That's the point. And apparently you've been drinking again. It's infuriating. You shouldn't be having this man hit 9th. I'm pissed.
Well, it makes no sense, too, because, this is the first time we're hearing of this philosophy. 162 games that we saw him manage last year, and I never saw Andrew Vaughn batting 9th. I never heard of this second leadoff hitter stuff.
And I guarantee he won't be batting out tomorrow.
No, I don't think you'll see Andrew Vaughn batting 9th for the rest of the year. It just makes no sense at all. It makes no sense, and the Sox should win the game. They're better than the Royals. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, but it's just weird. It's baffling. It's confusing. I don't understand this man's process.
Guys, this is the same shit he pulled when he was with the Cardinals on their last World Series run. I think he used 114 different lineups. The number was right around there. So he's just trying to prove he's the smartest man in the room again. And
how many times did Albert Pujols bat 9th that year?
None. 0, but
none.
He's just trying to prove he's smarter than everybody else, and he's not.
And and he knows he has nobody to check him. Jerry doesn't not checking him, and Rick's not checking him. That's he's Rick's boss more than Rick's his boss. So I need them to say something because I know they don't agree with it. I know Kitty doesn't agree with it. Jeremy Haber, come on, say something. I've never heard from you. Somebody has to say something because this is going too far. We're on May 16th. What do you think he's going to do in the middle of the year? He's going to keep on doing dumb stuff, having Lurie Garcia bat third.
Well, and the only, I'm looking now just at the history of 2011 and the Cardinals' run, and I don't even see a guy that is similar to Andrew Vaughn batting ninth ever. I mean, this is just...
it was probably
stupid.
like the catcher batting ninth in front of the pitcher was batting eighth. He did that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes he flipped Daniel Descalso and Kyle Loesch, but it's who cares? It's Daniel Descalso. It's not a top hitting prospect, a guy that literally played 55 games in the minor leagues, just made his AAA debut, and in the second game hit 2 home runs. It makes no sense.
And you won't trade him for anybody because you love him because you know he's going to be a stud hitter. Are you happy with that, Rick Hahn? Are you happy with that, Jerry Reinsdorf? Do you care about that, Jerry Reinsdorf? I know Tony doesn't. I'm sure those coaches in there Frank Menachid is what's going on, man? 9 for one of our best hitters, if not our best hitter. Just, man.
The only equivalent to it would be he moved Rafael Furcal in games 132 and 131 and 132. But, I mean, that could have been bad performance. That's Rafael Furcal's worst season in the league. So, I mean, it's baffling. It's truly, truly baffling. Let's go to the Royals lineup before we get into the Royal return and we talk about Johnny Cueto making his Sox debut. The Royals lineup looks as follows. Whit Merrifield batting leadoff, playing second base. Andrew Benintendi playing left field. Sal Perez doing the catching duties, batting fourth. Carlos Santana, not that Carlos Santana, playing first base. Fifth, Hunter Dozier doing the DH duties. 6, Bobby Witt Jr. playing shortstop. 7, Michael A. Taylor in center field. 8, Emmanuel Rivera playing third base. And 9, Kyle Isbell playing right field. Also, we didn't go through the Sox lineup, so let's just go through the Sox lineup as well. Tim Anderson leading off,
that's good.
playing shortstop. Second, Yohan Moncada playing third base. Third, Luis Robert playing center field.
Perfect.
Fourth, Jose Abreu at first base. 5th, Yasmani Grandal playing catcher. 6, Gavin Sheets doing the DHing. 7, Lurie Garcia playing second base. 8, Adam Engel in right field.
Right.
And 9, Andrew Vaughn in left field. And it should be fun to see Andrew Vaughn play defense, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice, huge outfield they have there in Kansas City. Our guy, Lawrence Benedetto, sup, fellas, sitting on the lanai in Maui enjoying the TLR Slender. Hey, man, stop watching us.
Go
and enjoy Hawaii. Stop watching. Please tell me how the pineapple is. My guy, Joe Ostrowski, your guy too,
My guy.
used to tell me that he had a honeymoon in Hawaii and pineapple there. It's just so much different, so much better there fresh than it was here when you get it. I like pineapple, occasionally, but he says there nice and sweet. So enjoy some pineapple and stop watching us ever.
And Joe's our guy, but he's definitely not Eli Hershkovich's guy. Friends,
what's going on there?
That's ugly.
Shy Sox Nation saying Tony is your boy, Herd. How does that make you feel?
I mean, he's a grown-ass man. I wouldn't call him a boy, but yes. And I wouldn't claim ownership of him. He's I got him, Shy Sox. He's messing everything up, man. I'm so tired of it. And the only reason I know that he won't be going anywhere because Rick won't fire him. He can't fire him. And Tony wants to be known as the best manager of all time. That's why he's looking for this third championship with a third different organization. And then he'll be pretty much over Connie Mack or anybody you can put in that spot. Sparky Anderson.
And Shy Sox Nation said just joking.
Thank
but
you, Shy
today
Sox.
is not the day to be joking with Herb. Andrew Vaughn is batting ninth, and it is a true issue.
He's 100% right. Vaughn hitting at ninth is worse than Garcia hitting at third. Yes, I agree with that.
Leary Garcia was really bad. Leary Garcia was batting under 100.
Yeah, he was terrible at that time. It was a terrible move, and I hated it. I hate this one more because this guy can actually help you in the game earlier, and we won't probably see him until the third inning.
Yeah, and he's a guy that,
the more to the third inning.
And the more and more he sees people, the better and better he is. So I would like to see him get more shots at Keller. You saw him see Nestor Cortez end up hitting a home run versus him in the 6th inning last year. Robbie Ray, he ended up hitting a home run in the 6th inning against him. He can definitely, once the more and more he sees guys, the better and better he gets. The best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. That's not it. If you make a $50 or more First time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making more than a $50 first time deposit at PointsBet. If you have any questions, you can email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we will help you out. PointsBet is your home for live in-play betting, and it just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's newest feature, the live NBA same-game parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Combine your favorite bets anytime during the game, and if you want more, you can boost your live same-game parlays. You can watch live, parlay live, and boost live with PointsBet. Online sign-up is available in Illinois. You can download the PointsBet app right now and register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. All right, let's look at the starting pitch-up matchup. As we mentioned, it's a royal return as Johnny Cueto returns to Kansas City to face off against the Kansas City Royals. Let's look at their 2022 stats. Brad Keller versus Johnny Cueto. Cueto in AAA this year, 15 2/3 innings pitched, a 5.17 ERA, 15 hits allowed, 17 Ks to 4 walks, and an ERA plus of 63. Surprised they have that stat down in AAA, but nice job, Steven, finding that one. And then Brad Keller, innings pitched this year, 36 2/3, 2.7 ERA, 27 hits allowed, 22 Ks to 9 walks, and a 143 plus ERA, and an ERA plus that is average is 100. So that tells you Brad Keller's about 43% better than the average MLB pitcher. Herb, what are you thinking with Cueto here making his Sox debut?
Really like the strikeout to walk ratio right there down in AAA. Did not like too much of the home runs he was getting crushed in. But that league is a home run hitting league. It's a more of an offensive based league out there in the International League. So I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting him to be Johnny Cueto, do the little shimmy, throw his sinkers, throw his sliders off of each other. And since the Royals haven't seen him probably in a while, because the AL Central did not play the NL West for a couple years, so he's been out there in San Francisco, had a decent year last year. If he's that guy with a 103 ERA plus and just gives you 5 innings today, and like I always say with Vince Velasquez, 4 earned runs or less, I'm there for it. But I'm not expecting Johnny Cueto to be riding in on a steed to be that guy, the guy who showed up in Kansas City during their World Series championship year in 2015 and doing that, or the All-Star that showed up in 2016 in San Francisco. I'm expecting a worn-down player like the White Sox are wont to do all the time. And after a while, Johnny Cueto won't be on the White Sox. Maybe I'm negative. Maybe I'm down on the White Sox. But this guy didn't get signed until after the regular season started to a minor league deal. So I'm not expecting a lot from him. This team is underperforming, and Johnny Cueto can go right inside with the rest of this underperforming squad.
And I agree with Jesus Shuttleworth, who's saying Cueto will throw strikes, and some of the Sox pitchers have problems with throwing strikes. If Johnny Cueto is throwing strikes, that's all I can really ask for him. If it turns out to be 5 innings and 3 earned runs, or maybe it's 2 innings and 6 earned runs, that's just what's going to happen. But as long as he's in the zone, that is what I'm looking for. Last year, he had 14 starts with 1 walk or less. If he can do that today, if he can just make sure that he's in the zone and not walking Royals hitters, that is the key to success in my mind for Cueto today. This is the team that just fired their hitting coach. Literally today, they fired Terry Bradshaw. No, not that Terry Bradshaw,
So
the other one.
2 guys on their team with names of more famous guys like Carlos Santana and Terry Bradshaw.
Well, and Josh Stamout. I mean, we all know the other Josh Stamout.
I don't.
I was kidding.
Okay. I was like, there's another Josh Stamos in some indie band somewhere.
There's an Andrew Benintendi somewhere, friends. And Bobby Witt. I mean, Bobby Witt Sr.
His dad,
He's got more skins on the wall just because he's played more games. But I mean, I think as long as Cueto is pitching into the zone, if Bobby Witt hits a home run off you, oh well. If Andrew Benintendi takes you deep, oh well. Let's just get 5 innings, and if he gets 5 innings of no walks, I will be fine with that. And we have Sam Davis saying, let's hope firing the hitting coach thing is contagious. I agree with Jim Margulis. I was listening to the Sox Machine podcast today, and he said, I've been doing this since 2006. I have no idea what a hitting coach does. And I agree. I don't know what Frank Menechino does in a good or bad way. I don't think he deserves to be fired because I don't think he does anything.
I don't think hitting coaches do anything either. Like, We all were White Sox fans when every single year you wanted to fire Greg Walker. Every single year. Frank Thomas was going to be a great hitter with or without Walt Rainiac. I don't know. When you're at the major league level, your swing is pretty set. Maybe he can give you a little pointers, but you're not going to be taking advice from Frank Menachino. Hey, Frank, what should I do here? Oh, yeah? Hit the ball? Cool. Break. But last year, they were fourth in taking walks. Yeah. Walk percentage. This year, they're bad. Aren't they dead last?
Yeah.
So it's not
the Sox are dead last. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like a thing. I heard you, Sammy. He said I need a scapegoat. Yes. But he can say nothing to these guys. Take more pitches. And then they go up there. He's saying that to Tim? Tim's like, yeah, I'm not.
Sounds good.
And then same thing with Louis.
Sounds good.
No.
How many times were you an all-star, Frankie Menachino?
Yeah, no,
I'm Tim
I'm
Anderson.
not.
I just was an all-star.
Like, I don't know what they do. I think pitching coaches have more of an effect on their players because they have more of a game plan with their guys. They go with the catcher and the pitcher and say, hey, okay, these guys do this, that, and the other. How are you going to attack them? And he sets up a game plan for them. And some of them even call the pitches. So I don't think hitting coaches at this level really do it a lot. But yes, if you need to fire somebody needs to go. Frank Menachino seems like a great candidate to go.
See ya. That's
the home run.
all it takes. Fuck the home run. And yes, I understand that quote was attributed to Andrew Vaughn and making sure that we're not worried about Andrew Vaughn and his power coming. Let's just make sure we get hits, put the bat on the ball, and the home runs will come. But still, it's just hilarious that guy saying fuck the home runs, and the White Sox literally can't hit a home run to save their life. Like, I mean, they're paying so much money for Jose Abreu and Yasmani Grandal to just hit a home run, and they cannot do that this year.
Love you too, Sam.
I mean, we do love you, Sam, and we love Baloney, and we love Rusted, and we love Ray, and we love Schlesh Poppy, and it's all the same names every single day because these guys are supportive. Yep. I mean, we have people who support us, and it feels just great.
My guy, Mailman Jack, I don't see him in here, but I'm sure he's watching. Yeah. I love him. We have great people who support us, not by only going to allchgo.com, not only going into PointsBet and starting their account there, but watching us and listening to us on these great podcasts, pre and post.
And interacting us when we post a video discussing Michael Kopech's
and how Sean was
yesterday.
wrong.
Yeah, hey.
Sean had some good, Sean was in there battling with everybody. Sean, he might be wrong to me, but he will fight for his opinion. And I'm not saying it's wrong either. I just did, but also it's not wrong necessarily 100%. If you guys have an argument with Sean, you better come prepared. The man does not back down easily, and he'll give you some visualizations, some stats. He'll start up one of those things called a PowerPoint.
Right? Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
PowerPoint
I'll
presentation.
PowerPoint your ass. Absolutely.
Jesus, he was having a discussion or three.
You want to go to a PowerPoint presentation here?
Right here.
All right. Well, let's go to April 28th. Brad Keller versus the Chicago White Sox, and let's look at his pitch map, Steven, if you want to pull this up. This is where Brad Keller was throwing to the White Sox. He went 7 innings. I think allowed 1 earned run, only struck out 3, but it's the same shit that they just had done to him by Nestor Cortez Jr. It's the same stuff that Daniel Lynch tried to do to the White Sox. You could see all those four-seam fastballs pretty much up and away, never really reaching those inside part of the plate to right-handed pitchers, never really going low, but he's going to mix a four-seam fastball. He's going to mix a sinker in, and it's going to be exactly like Cortez. One's going to run straight, one's going to go break a little bit more in, break a little bit more arm side, and it's just all about making sure you're hitting the ball with the barrel. But the big thing that he did against the Sox, you see more yellow than he used to, and that's that one right there, Steven, that you just went to. He threw the slider 31% of the time, and you see the pitch mix that he used last time in April, 31% on his slider, 30% on his sinker, 28% on his four-seam fastball. He's just going slider, sinker, four-seam, sinker, slider. He's going to change it up. He's going to try to mix up his pitch every single time he goes to you, and it worked out very well for him. But then again, you see the called strike whiff percentage, major league average is 27%. He was at 25%. If the White Sox can wait him out and make sure that they're not making contact with that slider and make sure that that slider isn't hitting the zone and he's not getting those called strikes and they're not giving those whiffs, if they can back off that slider and make that a worse pitch today, I think that's where they can find success.
That is easier said than done, especially
true.
with these guys. I would hope they would see the same thing that you just showed. And Frank Menachino is in the hitters meeting before the game saying, hey, this is what he did to you last game. This is what he does to you all the time. He's 5-5 with a 3.5 ERA versus you guys. Sometimes he pitches well. For the most part, he pitches pretty good against you guys. So this is what he tried to do to you. You guys are going to have to stay away. A lot of those pitches off the zone, just off the zone. I'm sure he knows the White Sox hitters are going to chase. They're going to be sitting dead red, and you throw that slider right there with a little less velocity and a little late movement, they're going to be flailing. While he didn't have a lot of swings and misses off of the slider, got a lot of chase, got a lot of swings on those pitches. So, yes, White Sox plan has to be, let him come to me. Let him get into trouble because, he's not throwing a lot of balls that are especially great. I mean, a pitcher throwing a lot of sliders means he doesn't have a lot of faith in his four-seam fastball. So wait him out. Get into the hitters' counts, 2-0, 3-1. And when you get into those counts, don't be late. I hate it when I see a ball hit off to the right side by a right-hand hitter on a 3-1 or 2-0 count. Be ready. Get ready for geared up and look silly like Jose Ramirez every once in a while on a Lucas Giolito changeup. Look silly because you're trying to hit the ball off onto the highway into Independence, Kansas, or Missouri. Please try to crush Brad Keller today. Toss a batter 3. Tim Anderson, let's go.
You're talking about guys being late on fastballs and guys missing pitches in the zone?
Yes.
Are you just talking about Jose Abreu?
Oh God!
Hey
man! Hey,
he's played like 30 games against Brad Keller. Has an OPS against 500. Let's bat him fourth, baby. Yeah. Let's bat him fourth, baby. Let's go. Andrew Vaughn, sit down, kid.
You were a Jose Abreu hater before everybody was. You're a hipster. You're a hipster.
I didn't want him to be bad this season. I want him to be good this season. He just stinks right now. And my worry was that he was old, and the fact that he's coming into spring training being like, this might be my last year, that gives me concern. Yeah, I'm not trying to hate him. If he comes out and hits 2 home runs against Brad Keller, thank God he finally woke up. Let's go. Let's go to this thing that you found. I thought this was great. Yes. Brad Keller's out splits. So this kind of talks about them being patient and what their approach needs to be today. So Brad Keller, when he has no outs, he's faced 42 batters, only allowed 3 hits, 1 home run, 11 Ks to 3 walks, and a whip. A walk hit per inning, or walks plus hits. Divided by innings pitch is whip. I don't know if people know that stat or not, but it's just walks and hits allowed per inning. 0.031, so not a lot of walks and not a lot of hits allowed when there's no outs. 1 out, 52 batters faced, 13 hits. 9 Ks to 2 walks, a whip of 113. And then with 2 outs, 48 batters faced, 11 hits, 3 home runs, 6 walks, 2 Ks, a whip of 165. You got to make sure that you are working counts, Herb.
Yeah, and he seems like he loses focus because otherwise it makes no sense. Mm-hmm. When there's 2 outs, you should be like, okay, I've dominated these first 2, especially the first guy with no outs. I'm out here doing work, only allowing 3 hits in the 42 at-bats that have happened. And then with the 2 outs, he feels relaxed, calm, and the pitchers are not the same. 3 of his 4 home runs on the year were with 2 outs, and he's given up 3-1 on walks to strikeouts. So don't think the inning's over when there's 2 outs. The White Sox should strike, and hopefully our 9th hitter gets to get up versus him when there are 2 outs. I mean, if it starts off with 7 and 8, our 9 hitter is going to be up with 2 outs.
And our 9 hitter is actually the second leadoff guy. Let's stop referring him as the 9-hole hitter. That's the second leadoff guy because once 9 comes, 1 has to be coming around the corner, and that's your leadoff guy.
No, yes, he's our second leadoff guy, and then we have the first leadoff guy behind the second leadoff guy.
Yes, and Moncada, I guess, would be the 8th hitter then. What does that make Moncada? Moncada is not the second leadoff hitter. He's just the second hitter.
Yeah, I don't understand some of his explanations. At least just say, I just did it because I want to. Now shut up.
Yeah.
His explanation makes it worse because it seems like he doesn't know anything about baseball.
But it also just makes no sense of what he's saying. He's saying that Vaughn earned the spot 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Guy gets injured.
I'm gonna say he lost it because he got injured.
Yeah. Now he's the worst. Now he's the worst player. Now he's the worst hitter. He's the 9th hitter. I guess that's not what it means though. But let's go to our picks to click tonight. Clicks to pick. Herb, who are you clicking to pick?
That 9 hitter. I'm gonna go with our second leadoff hitter. Hopefully our guy Andrew Vaughn gets his 3 at-bats, and hits 3 solo home runs because no one will be on base in front of him. He's the leadoff hitter.
Right. He's the leadoff hitter. My issue is that I wanted to pick Andrew Vaughn, but Herb picked him. So I'm going with Yohan Moncada. The only player with a better OPS versus Brad Keller is Leury Garcia, but Yohan Moncada has looked great from both sides of the plate. So let's see if he can continue to do that. And
Matthew with a great pick. La Pantera, this is his favorite team to go against. He has over a 900 OPS versus this team. When he sees the Kansas City Royals, he gets happy. This is his first time because he missed the whole home series that we had earlier in the year. Now let's see. The 485 mile per hour or 485 foot home run that almost destroyed the Kansas City Royals Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Off the bat of La Pantera.
And
I remember that catch he made where he was ranging far to his left and made a diving stop and made Jason Benetti go wild. So, yes, this is the time where my man La Pantera takes over for these 5 games. Well, he'll be sitting out for 2 of them. Of course.
Miko's going with Yohan Moncada. Rusted saying about done with the Yohan hate from now on. I'm swinging at those fools.
Damn right, Rusted.
Which is smart. That's top 5 third baseman if you're talking to him.
Damn straight.
Steve's going with Sheets, and that should wrap it up for the CHGO White Sox pregame. We got Johnny Cueto to go watch. I'm going to take the White Sox to win 5-2 because I'm taking the Sox under. I'm taking the total under runs of 9. So I'll go 5-2 Sox.
4-2, Kansas City Royals are going to win.
Ooh, Herb's a Debbie Downer. We'll talk to you after the game, after the final out. We'll be here live. Make sure you're subscribed to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel. For Steve and Nicholas, thank you for your production. That's Herb Lords. You can follow him on Twitter at Ecknerwell23. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me on Twitter at Sean_W_Anderson. Go Sox. We'll talk to you after the game.
Bye.